Hello everyone, welcome back to TechBlog 66. Today's vlog takes us straight into one of the most ambitious historical war films ever made. We are talking about the 1970 epic Waterloo, directed by Sergei Bondarchuk. This movie recreates the legendary Battle of Waterloo, the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte, and it does so on a scale that modern cinema rarely attempts. Released in 1970, Waterloo is not just a war film. It is a full historical reconstruction, built with massive sets, thousands of real soldiers as extras, and a strong commitment to authenticity. This movie stands as a reminder of how epic filmmaking looked before heavy reliance on computer-generated effects. At the center of the story is Napoleon Bonaparte, played by Rod Steiger. His portrayal is intense, emotional, and deeply human. Instead of presenting Napoleon as a flawless military genius, the film shows him as a tired, stubborn, and increasingly isolated leader facing the reality of his final gamble. Opposite him is Christopher Plummer as the Duke of Wellington, calm, disciplined, and strategically sharp. The contrast between these two commanders forms the emotional backbone of the film. The story focuses on the days leading up to the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Napoleon has returned from exile and is determined to reclaim his power. Europe, however, is ready. Britain and its allies gather forces to stop him once and for all. The film carefully builds tension as both sides prepare for the inevitable clash, showing troop movements, command decisions, and political pressure. One of the strongest aspects of Waterloo is its attention to detail. Uniforms, formations, weapons, and battlefield tactics are presented with remarkable accuracy. The movie does not rush into action. Instead, it allows the audience to understand the stakes, the geography, and the strategic importance of every decision. This makes the eventual battle feel earned and impactful. When the battle finally begins, it is overwhelming in the best possible way. Thousands of infantry, cavalry charges, artillery fire, and tightly coordinated maneuvers fill the screen. There are no flashy edits or fast cuts. The camera often pulls back to show the full scale of the battlefield, allowing viewers to truly grasp the chaos and organization of 19th-century warfare. What makes these scenes special is that they were achieved without digital effects. Real soldiers were used to portray armies, and real explosions were staged on massive open fields. This gives the film a weight and realism that still impresses today. Every charge feels dangerous. Every cannon blast feels powerful. Rod Steiger's performance as Napoleon deserves special mention. He brings a sense of internal conflict to the character. We see pride, fear, frustration, and desperation all mixing together. His Napoleon is not just fighting enemies on the battlefield but also fighting time, fate, and his own limitations. This emotional depth prevents the film from becoming a simple history lesson. Christopher Plummer, on the other hand, plays Wellington with restraint and intelligence. His performance is quieter but equally effective. He represents discipline, patience, and strategic thinking. The film does not glorify either side unfairly. Instead, it presents both commanders as complex individuals shaped by responsibility and circumstance. The pacing of Waterloo may feel slow to modern audiences, especially those used to fast-paced action films. However, this slower rhythm serves a purpose. It allows the audience to absorb the gravity of events and understand how much depended on a single day's outcome. This is not a movie meant to be rushed. The cinematography is another highlight. Wide landscape shots capture the vastness of the battlefield, while close-ups during key moments remind us that history is made by individuals. The use of natural light and practical effects enhances the realism and keeps the visuals grounded. The musical score supports the epic tone without overpowering it. The music rises during key moments and remains restrained during quieter scenes. It adds emotional weight while respecting the seriousness of the subject. One important thing to note is that Waterloo does not try to modernize its storytelling. It stays true to classical filmmaking techniques, which gives it a timeless quality. This approach may not appeal to everyone, but for fans of historical cinema, it is a major strength. From an educational perspective, the film is extremely valuable. It offers insight into military strategy, leadership, and the consequences of ambition. Teachers, history enthusiasts, and classic movie lovers can all find something meaningful here. While the movie focuses heavily on military events, it also subtly explores themes of legacy and finality. Waterloo represents the end of an era, not just for Napoleon but for European history as a whole. The film captures this sense of closure with dignity and respect. Of course, no movie is perfect. Some viewers may find the length demanding, and others may wish for more focus on personal subplots. However, these choices were clearly intentional. The director aimed to create a historical document as much as an entertainment piece. In today's world of CGI-heavy battle scenes, Waterloo stands as a reminder of what practical filmmaking can achieve. It proves that scale, patience, and authenticity can create moments that remain powerful even decades later. If you enjoy classic epics, military history, or films that take their time to tell a serious story, Waterloo is absolutely worth watching. It may not be flashy, but it is sincere, ambitious, and impressive in ways that modern cinema often forgets. So that was my review of Waterloo, 1970. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to TechBlog 66 for more classic movie reviews and hidden cinematic gems. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. This movie is available on YouTube free.